We're actually live now, so
Sweet.
it's all good. But yeah, I haven't even given you the link for it.
That's okay.
It's all good. Yeah, it's good to have new guests on, which is always good.
Yeah, I tried a few times and I just.
It's a bit early for you, isn't it? But it's good to see you, E82.
Yes, sir. Likewise. Likewise, yes.
I hear you're still doing crypto, and you got your fingers in a few pies, which is that's you're hustling, so that's the way.
Yeah, definitely. The
Well,
crypto
you
it's just
know,
exciting times to see crypto doing what it's doing.
me and me and Tommy are talking, and then Tommy would be like, "Oh yeah, no, E82 is doing that already." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What isn't E82 doing?" Damn.
Yeah, been quiet on the low.
Yeah, we were talking about this new project. Oh yeah, no, E82 is doing that. Hang on, let me just post the link. Yeah, a lot happening in crypto. A lot is that. Oh man, it's crazy. I'll show you this project tonight. It's just mooning. We are live now for tonight. Yeah, these what do you call it? Solana meme coins, man. They're popping off like mushrooms, and they're going to the moon, literally. Anyway, guys, so welcome to the Sunday Night Webinar. I hope everyone's having a good day, evening, and morning, night, wherever you are. And as you can see, everyone's in a different time zone, and we've got an amazing view there, Tommy. That's amazing. So we'll get to you in a minute. And we've got our boy E82. I haven't seen him for a while, so it's always good to connect. And we've got Garth there as usual and myself. So let's just do the rounds quickly, and then we'll get into the content. So I usually go to Garth first. What's been happening in your neck of the woods?
Well, we've had some pretty wild weather. Always like to talk about some, crazy weather events. So we've literally today we've had like multiple storms, and we didn't get any hail, but all around us got hail, like 8 centimeters big. So really big hail. If you got hit by it, it would like smash you in the head. So that's pretty wild. Not much else happening. Everyone's probably getting, going shopping, getting last minute presents and stuff, but for Christmas, because it's obviously 24th of December, so we are in Christmas Eve, so Christmas tomorrow on the 25th. So spending that with family tomorrow, lunch and dinner, which is the usual thing we do. So that's what's sort of been happening. Not sure what else has been going on except just crypto's been going off. So all week I've been looking at projects and getting into stuff. So I've got some great stuff to share tonight.
Awesome. Tommy, what's been happening in your neck of the woods, mate? We got to change the scenery there. It doesn't look like Nam. Where are you?
I'm here. Like my boy Ludacris would say, I'm the thriller in Manila, Philippines.
Wow.
In the house. It's a little better. It's a little warmer than where I was at. I was in Vietnam and in Hanoi up north. It's freezing over there, and the pollution and everything. It's like I came here. I'm in heaven. So I just got here, so I can't really say much. But so far so good.
Yeah, well, that view looks amazing. Yeah, well, we'll soon hear about your travels because you know what they say. So you're a walking ATM machine. As soon as they'll see you, right? You'll think you're a local, right? As soon as you start talking, bro, that's it. Boom, they'll snap you up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everywhere I go, everybody thinks I'm from there, and then now they started realizing like, are you Asian? Okay, you have to be Asian because every time I go to a different country, they think I'm Malaysian, they think I'm Thai, they think I'm Vietnamese, and they think I'm Filipino. So it's like now they're like, okay, I don't want to say the wrong thing. You have to be Asian. So I say, yeah. So that's what it is.
Yeah, well, as soon as you start talking, they'll know you're American, and then they'll just start. They'll be fighting over you like cats and dogs. Like cats, literally. If you're fresh meat on the bone, right? You're walking around Manila and you got no girl there. They'll like literally Like all you got to do is watch. This is no disrespect to you, Tommy. I know you definitely can get your own, but I'm saying these guys that are 60-year-old mofos, and they're all like they're not even taking care of themselves. They can get over there and they can just like literally have a 20-year-old, 18-year-old hanging off them within a couple of days. So that's what it's like over there. I'm not stereotyping, but I'm just from based
give
off
me another
YouTube
give me
videos.
another 40 years. Give me another 40 years. I
Yeah.
might get that one point.
You're not old enough. Yeah, that's right, Tommy. You're not old enough. You're gonna be old. Then you get them instantly. Snap.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good to see you, mate. And that's a great view too. And we've got E82. This is E82. We've known Ennis for a long time, and good to have you on board, Ennis. What's been happening in your neck of the woods?
Good. Live from Jersey. Weather's a bit cold over here, but just making the best of it. Enjoying everything that's coming with the whole holidays. So yeah, just enjoying life. Not stressing at all, just coasting.
Yeah, well, that's the way, man. It's always good to have you on. Always good to see a smiling face, man. That's the one thing I always remember about you. I didn't realize you were a tall motherfucker too. You're tall. I didn't because when we see you, you don't look tall, but when we see you, you're like tall. So it's different when you see people. When we met in Singapore and that, we're all there in Singapore. It was good to meet everyone. We spoke to Keithy actually. Tommy and I were at a coffee shop and we were said, well, let's just call Keithy. So we rang Keithy. And we had a reunion when we were, when we were at the Singapore, we were in that dude's, I think it was we're in his pad, I think, that night. It was crazy. So yeah, just catching up. Anyway, guys, so that's the talent we've got today. So we're going to talk about crypto some 7 minutes later, and it's all happening. Right now, everything basically is taken off. So, there's going to be some massive gains. People are already posting, screenshots of how they made a lot of money and, various things. So that's what we're going to talk about. So right now, what I'm saying is obviously everything's going to go up. Everything's going to move. I think, in my opinion, we've got at least 12 to 24 months before we really start to see Bitcoin started to get into the all-time highs. I could be wrong. If this ETF happens, which is like they're saying it's like 90% done deal, although nothing's guaranteed. This is going to happen on the 10th of January. All hell's going to break loose of Bitcoin. We could see 100K Bitcoin like that overnight. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's getting very exciting, and this what was her name, Elizabeth Warren, she's trying to block and ban Bitcoin, and this is all paid by the banks. Jamie Dimon was trying to push their agenda and get her to pass that bill because she's like a senator, and they're trying to ban Bitcoin. It's not going to happen. It's going to go through. These ETFs are going to go through, and all hell is going to break loose. So we're excited about that. But in the meantime, so I think we've got 12 to 24 months coming up that we can really start to accumulate. So these are the coins I recommend you accumulate. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we just saw today that BNB just got flipped. So, well, last time I looked, so I'll have to double check on it. I could be wrong, but last time I checked, BNB just got flipped by Solana. It has, there it is there. By miles now. We're talking 7 billion, 6 billion. So basically, it's going to the moon, and I think Solana's going to at least double. They're talking about Solana like getting right up there with Ethereum. I don't think it's going to happen too soon, or may not happen. I don't know, but I personally think that we're going to reach all-time highs of $250, maybe even $500 for Solana. This might take a while because the market cap's basically got a double, triple. It's got a 4x from now, but we're going to creep up to Ethereum. So, yeah, and everything's happening in Solana. All right, so you want to basically be accumulating Solana as much as you can. Now, one of the good ways to do it is with Jupiter, right? So Jupiter is like basically the 1x of 1 inch of on Solana, and a lot of people have been using Jupiter, so it's really good to dollar cost average. So you can swap here, come along, connect up your Phantom wallet, and you can do these dollar cost averaging as well. So I've been doing a bit of dollar cost averaging, just playing around with the system. You just connect up with your Phantom, and I think you got to log in. Yeah, and just get your Phantom wallet, just like MetaMask, and then just log in here and get you can do DCA, right? So this is what I recommend. Just get some USDC or something, and then do DCA into Sol. And what you can do is, this is weird. It's not. Sometimes it plays up. You can dollar cost average, and I recommend you do this. You can just set this and just forget it. So this is a really good way to dollar cost average into Solana. Hang on a second. For some reason, it just doesn't want to do it. I wanted to show you my previous dollar cost averaging things that I did. Here we go. So here, this is what I did with, you can dollar cost average into Solana, and you can just pick the days, hour, day, week, month, or whatever. And then this is really cool. So you just got to bring your USDC onto into Solana, which Garth will show us a way to do that in a second. And then you can, so you got it as a stable coin, and then you can just dollar cost average into Solana. But you can do this with many coins. I did it with this one here, which I'll talk about in a second. I'll show you my past ones. This one here is this Alanos, which we'll talk about in a second. And this just dollar cost averages. You can see all my dollar cost average ones there. And that's one of them. And then I did a honey as well. So you just dollar cost average. So you'll just, you can set the price, or you can just set the just to do it. Okay, so you can go like minutes, and then you can do like every 15 minutes if you want, and then it'll just use up the balance until it's done. So this is just a set and forget. And also, you want to be doing this because you're going to get the airdrop. Okay, now so this is really important because I think this is going to. I haven't released the token yet, but if you go to airdrop.jupiter, airdrop.jup.ag, you can see I've qualified for the 200 coins, but there's still three more airdrops. All right, so that means what you want to do is you want to use the swap, you want to use the limit order, the dollar cost average, you want to use the bridge, and then you want to use the perpetual. So I haven't used perpetual yet, but if you use all these and just do it on a regular basis, you're going to be eligible for the airdrop, which can be very exciting because those people that did the airdrop for Jito, all they had to do was just stake one Sol, and they gave a multi-million-dollar airdrop, and 10,000 people got airdrops, and the people that did the minimum of one Sol got 10,000, the equivalent of 10,000 in Jito. So yeah, one Sol, which was like, I don't know, at the time, $50, would have got you a $10,000 airdrop. So to go to the airdrop page, actually, I might even check it, see if I'm eligible. I don't think I am. Okay, so you do not qualify. Okay, see, I didn't qualify for it, but many people did. So that's really important because there's a lot of airdrops coming up, and we're going to post them in the Discord. But one I just wanted to quickly talk about was this one here, and I'll explain why this one's going off. All right, so I shared this in the Discord about 2-3 days ago, and this one, can you see that? Can you see that chart?
Yep, we
Okay.
can see it.
Okay, so this one is Alan Analos, which is Solana backwards, and you can see the ticker is backwards, Solana backwards. Okay, so this one's starting to take off. The reason now, this is kind of okay. This is my whole thing with meme coins with Solana. This is how you can pick them. First of all, you can go to Dex Tools, and you can watch them. You can watch all the latest, ones that are emerging. These daily gainers, or you can do I like to look. I like to look at the daily gainers. Where did I see it? Might have been the dashboard. Yeah, so you can. Where did I see it? Maybe it's live pairs. But you can have a play around here, right? And it'll just basically tell you and you can also watch this hot pairs ticker. Yeah, this is how you find them. Okay, you just have a look at the hot pairs, and then you can search by. I think there's a filter function. I just can't find it at the moment. And you just search for Solana, and then you can just pick out what you want. So this is what you do. You just go through this, and you just basically watch it. Okay, and that's one way to find these meme coins. This one here, the Shibi, this one's done like some stupid amount. It's done 31,000. This one could be a scam, but we just don't know it. This one's done 31,000% already. So how you do it is you look at this one, and this one's, I think this could be really, this could go like maybe 2 or 3 or 4x, maybe even 10x from now. And the reason being, it's a 90 million market cap, and you can see the holders, right? So we talked about this many times. We talked about this 6 months ago, a year ago. The way you track these meme coins is, obviously you want to get in early, but you don't want to get in too early, because if you get in too early, it'll just be a pump and dump. But if you wait, so this is what I do. I put a little bit of money into it. Okay, first of all, what I do is I look at the socials. I go on Twitter. Twitter's the main place. And you want to see who's promoting it, because these meme coins are just, there's no fundamentals behind it. All it's about is exposure, and you've got to place a bet on who's going to talk about it and who's going to pump it. So basically, how to make money with meme coins is you're speculating on how many people are speculating. So if you can think that the crowd's going to go big into this, then you've got to basically speculate on speculation. So here you got 68,000 holders. Look at the chart. It's up and down, but it's continually going up. It's a 90 million market cap. There's tons of liquidity, 1.25 million. So this could go to 500 million. Could do a 5x from now. But what you do is you track the holders every day. And if you see this numbers going up, then you know that it's good, because the more holders is basically the more people that are holding the token, the more volume, the more liquidity, and the price, if they hold, the price will go up. So that's what you track. And you don't want to get into these too early. You want to get into them, you get into them about 10,000, 15,000 holders, and then you start to dump some money in. And then once it goes to 20,000, you dollar cost average up. And then you go 30,000, 40,000. So these things going up. Like, it's already 66,000. This thing's going to go to, it could go to 250 million. Could do another, maybe 5x, 10x. I don't know, 10x may be a bit out. Bonks like 10x. This could do like another 5x, maybe. So, as your dollar cost averaging up, and you can dollar cost average on Jupiter as well. So what you do is you establish that the coin's like, it's going to go up with the amount of holders. Then you look at the volume, then you look at liquidity. Then you go, okay, I want to dump some more money into this. And then you just dollar cost average up on Jupiter. That's what I've been doing. You can see here. So dollar cost average is my orders. So I know that this is a winner. This is like a home run. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to just put some more money on it. That's what I'm doing with these meme coins. So just, and we just post these. We'll post these into the Discord as soon as they pop up. I'll try to post them, but not all of them are going to pop off. I'll try to post them not too early, but then not too late. So around, you know, 50 million maybe market cap is a good number. So if you got 50 million market cap and you got like 20 or 30,000 holders, that's a solid number, and you know it's going to go up. So it's not guaranteed, but it's like it's the easiest money you're going to make. You're not going to make as much. You're not going to make like 100x, but you're going to make a lazy, you know, 2 or 3, 4x. But it's more less risky. So that's Solana backwards. You can have a look at their website. I think it's pretty catchy. I think it's going to see, that's it there. See, look right, look left. And then it's got this thing here, and then you hover over it, and it's got created by as a accumulation of memorable events on Solana. So it's really catchy. So, yeah, so it's a really catchy kind of thing, and it's like, you know, and I think that's what's going to push this up, because it's like Solana backwards. So that's that. And the other thing with airdrops is there's a lot of happening on Cosmos as well. So there's a lot of airdrops that have happened already with this one here. This Celestia. So this is like the TIA token. So there's enough airdrops here to make, you know, a killing. But what they're doing now is they're not just, you know, getting people to share and stuff. That you're actually going to put, like, you know, real money down, start interacting with their blockchains and the new projects. But there's a ton of new projects that are launching, and you can get airdrops. Like I said, Jupiter's already done the first part of the airdrop. Still 3 more drops. Jito's already done their drop. There was like 10K with that, with just one Solana staked, and the next one will be this Celestia, which is, there's a ton of these projects that have launched on Celestia, but they haven't got a token yet, right? So they're basically, you know, everything that's on Ethereum is basically coming on Celestia. So one way to do it is to just make sure that you're kind of like eligible for some of these airdrops. Is just go get a Keeper wallet, a Kepler wallet. Just download the Kepler wallet, install it on Chrome, and then you've got like a little, you can switch from the Chrome to like a browser by clicking a button. And then what you do is you just come along here and search for chains, and then you can just go like Celestia, right? And what you want to do is you want to stake some Celestia. I haven't staked any yet, but you want to just stake some Celestia because then you can get this potentially this airdrop. Now, there's no guarantees, but they've said that they're going to airdrop the actual coin, more coins. But I've just got to look at more, you know, how much and exactly what. But just what I would do is I would just come along here and once you create your wallet, search for Celestia for chains, then you go deposit. Then once you get, that's your deposit. So buy it off any exchange, send it to there, and then come along here and then just stake it. These are your validators here. Stake it in like, you know, like I wouldn't put it in the top ones, just put it in the ones that are like 5% or something. Maybe stake nodes, probably one, and then, you know, then you stake it. You put how much there you want to put in, and then you just stake it. And then there's like I think it's like 21 days before you can take it out. So, but I would stake some tier, because then, you know, you'll be eligible for some of these airdrops. You can see I'm doing Injective. So Injective's another one that I would recommend you do. I haven't got much in there, only like $129, but I've already accumulated like a little bit of here, 20 cents, you know. But then because I stake Injective, apparently this Black Panther is going to have like an airdrop. See, there you go there. See, Black Panther airdrop. Delegate for the claim drop, and then they're going to have their own token as well, I believe. And same with Talus. So not only are you going to stake your Injective and get your APY, if you stake with the Black Panther node, then validator node, then you can get potentially their token as well. All right, so it's worth just throwing buying some of this tier and injective, and just stake it on Kepler. This is like the official wallet, one of the official wallets. And another one too that we got in the list is this Axela. This is another one which I'll probably bring over and stake it as well for you guys. So that's one thing you want to do. Just start staking all these coins, because you might get an airdrop, and it's free money. There's going to be tons of airdrops coming up. I think there's like between 20 or 30 airdrops this year. And there's already people that have, got like tens and thousands of dollars in airdrops. That's a way for you guys to get basically free money, guys. You just gotta like stake some tier, or stake some Celestia, Injective, or some Solana, and some other stuff, which we'll put all in the Discord under airdrops. So if you're in Ethereum tier, you'll get airdrops there. Okay, so there you go. There's three. It's still three for Jupiter. Okay, so I highly recommend you do it, because it's free money. So that's what I just wanted to touch on today. Oops. Before I rabbit on too long. Now, you wanted to talk about some other stuff too, didn't you? Oh, okay. First of all, I'll just go to the panel. Tommy, what were your thoughts on the whole? I don't know. What are your thoughts on the airdrops, or the crypto thing? Anything?
Well, like the saying goes, if it's free, it's for me. That's it.
I like it. Short and sweet. If it's free, it's for me. I like that. What about yourself, E82? Are you participating in any of these airdrops?
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch any airdrops. I staked in the wrong pool.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I've been reading up on a lot of stuff. Following some YouTuber that's into the whole airdrop stuff, but haven't really gotten the time to do it. But now I really want to try it out, because I have a lot of Solana that I want to maybe take advantage of and see if I could get some drops in. But yeah, as long as it's free, let's do it. As long as it doesn't have to make you, jump through hurdles and, doing different tasks that just overwhelms you, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that's what I don't like that either. I mean, that Gino one I missed out on, I found out about that late. But literally, that was like one soul, stake one soul. That's all they wanted to do, and you got 10 grand in Gito. That's crazy. So there was new people that did that. There's like, okay, yeah, I'll stake one soul, $50 at the time, bang, 10 grand. So yeah, so now a lot of people are speculating on this stuff, and it's kind of like hard, because now everyone's like, oh, you got to do this, and they don't really know. So it's hard to sort through it all. But yeah, it's free money, man. What about yourself, Garth? I know you're pretty familiar with a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. Like you said, with the airdrops, a lot of them you have to do a lot of crap, but that Jupiter, right? Like, I didn't know about the first one, but now I know that they got more drops to happen. And I started using Jupiter, and I've tried some of the different things. So I'm going, like yourself, I'm going to go through and use all the, like, just swap, do the DCA, use the perpetuals, use everything, and see if I can qualify for the airdrop there, because it's actually a really good platform. That's what I've discovered so far. And I can see why. I mean, obviously the meme coins have been pumping on Solana, and that's a lot to do with, how now it's flipped BNB. But the fees are ridiculously cheap and inexpensive, and it's the platform just works. So it hasn't got, like, it's not as good as some of the other platforms that I've used to trade. So it's got a lot to grow, but there is over 100,000 users every day on Jupiter. It's ranked number 4 by users of all apps.
Yeah, I did read that there was 3 more airdrops, but I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, I believe there is more to come.
Yeah.
I saw it somewhere, but I just can't find the
It's in their blog. They did a blog post about it for the
Okay.
airdrops, and I'm not sure when the next lot is, but yeah, there's definitely going to be airdropping. They've got a whole, yeah, it's quite technical, but essentially you just need to use all the platform, and the
Okay.
people that use it more get more airdrops.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's the way to go. I think a lot of these guys are going to do the same. You know, before it was just like share and all this sort of shit. You could do all this sort of stuff, and people were like abusing it. But now, basically, the airdrop of 2024 is like you got to put some hard cash down. Um, whether it's $100, $200, $300, it can be worth it because you can get tens and thousands of dollars if they see that you're a real user and so a lot of these people are just airdrop farming. So then what they do is they just go to all these protocols and start putting in like 10 cents, 5 cents, 50 cents or whatever, and that's how they're kind of gaming the system using the transaction volume. So yeah, another one also, guys, is ZK Sync. That's going to be another big one. So just start interacting with ZK Sync. I saw this thread on Twitter about this guy, and he was like legit. He was like he knew his stuff, and he's like, well, just go and buy these NFTs. So I did, and I bought like 5 or 10 NFTs, but each transaction was like $1. So again, using ZK Sync, your transactional volume, you're buying NFTs, it all kind of stacks up on your points. So I don't know. ZK Sync is going to be another massive one for airdrops. I'll talk more about that in airdrops in the Discord. Now, you wanted to share some juicy stuff with us as well, didn't you, Garth?
Yeah, yeah. I'll just get my screen ready. Let's have a look. All right, let's share this. All right, hopefully this will load. Now, everyone in Discord had access to this before this event. I posted this in the ETH channel. So these are sort of things you can get. You don't have to wait to the webinar. You can actually get onto the actual Discord group. And obviously, we've got different tiers for different people. And this particular one, I did post this in the ETH group. So let's have a look. So let's have a look. The first one we've talked about is Solana. So I'll just quickly show you, right? It's all developer based. Like it doesn't say make money online or you're going to get rich. It doesn't say that. It just says powerful for developers, fast for everyone. It's about building platforms, developers, blockchain. It's very it's about building, and this is what they've been doing for some time. Okay, so you can go through and have a look at Solana. We've talked about it so many times. It's got here 3,252 transactions, and they got 1,990 validator nodes. So at the moment, they are scaling big time, and this is like it's just taken a while before the onboarding of users and the tokens that are on here. And a lot of them you can see like Hive Mapper. We've talked about this before. Helium, they use they've went over to Solana. So there's a lot of massive projects. Even Shopify have integrated a pay solution for Solana. So there's a lot of big things happening because it's basically hardly any fees and it's extremely fast. Okay, so you got to think about the solid things about it. So that's the start with Solana. And of course, now Solana has just flipped BNB. So yeah, it's still going to go up, but it's what's going to be built on Solana, and that is where you can make your money. Whether it's meme coins, whether it's other projects. So we've talked about Jupiter, which NG just mentioned then. So I'll quickly mention. I did put this in the group in the Discord about how to do it. But the way, if you don't have any Sol, right, you could use this bridge. But honestly, I hate bridges. I tried to use it. You can click on it, right? and it goes, hey, do you want a bridge? And you got a couple of options, go through a wormhole. Well, last time I checked, it was 500 million stolen from a wormhole. I think that was the one that we're talking about. And I'm like, yeah, I don't trust that. So then you look at these other ones. I don't know who Old Bridge Core is. I went to go through this bridge. It made me jump through that many things to do it. And I'm like, this is crap. So then you can literally go to, I think I put it in, let me have a look in the Discord with my instructions. I think it was under trading. Give me a second. Trading. Yeah, so you can go to this one, right? Now, I'm not saying put like a whole Bitcoin through change now, but I am saying if you want to try out $100 or something like that, it's really easy to do. All you do is whatever you've got. You might have BTC, you might have BNB, right? Just say you got BNB and you've only got 0.1 BNB. You haven't got much. And if you want to get some Sol, all you need to do is type in Sol here and go to Solana. Bam. And what will happen? Just say you click on exchange, what it's going to say is you have to send the 0.1 BNB to the address it gives you, and then you have to put in your Sol address. Okay, now if you don't have a Sol address, I mean, you can use MetaMask. I've sort of went away from it. I'm actually using Trust Wallet, which we have talked about, and we'll get the right website for that. Yeah, so trustwallet.com. Honestly, and you use it on the mobile, right? So you create this and it will create you an address in Sol. You don't have to use MetaMask. And then what happens is, let's say you've now got Sol in your Trust wallet. You might go back to, now you've got Sol, and the way you connect it, instead of connecting via MetaMask, which is in the browser in Chrome or in Brave, you use what they call Wallet Connect. So it's an option when you join, and all you do is you get presented with a QR code, and you use your phone, and then you look at the QR code, and it instantly connects your actual wallet. So now my phone now controls this wallet. It's not associated with in the browser. It's actually on my mobile. So when I interact here, and let's say I've got $10 worth of USDC. Let's say I want to swap $1 over to Sol. I then click swap, and it says swapping. And then what I'm doing now, you probably can't see, but I'm on my wallet on my phone, Trust Wallet, and it will actually come up with a prompt and actually say, do you want to swap this? And that's what it does. And once you agree and do the swapping and you do it on that, it will then swap that dollar for here. But that's how you get Sol, and you can either use Sol or USDC, and it's on the Solana network. Once you got that, then you've interacted with it, and you can do the other things like limit orders, DCA. You probably could use a bridge, but I just found that very difficult. The other one I like is this Perpetual, which I have tried out. And all it just means it's like a trading platform where you can actually trade or, like, say, for example, buy Solana or anything. So all it is if you think Solana is going up, so let's say the price is 113 and you think it's going back up shortly, you can literally buy Solana. And why people are using this is, let's say you've only got $11. We can use leverage of 1x, and what that means is you're only buying, say, maybe $12 worth of Solana. If we go to 20x leverage, we are now using $221 with our own $11. So we got $11. We're actually doing a trade for $200. If we go to 40x, we've now got $400. So if we could actually place that trade, and because it's a higher amount of money, that means we can make more profit. And you can actually go all the way up to, don't recommend, but you can go up to 100x. So $10 will give you exposure to $1,000. So when Sol moves a little bit, right, you'll actually make from your $11, you might instantly make, like, it moves 1%, you might make 10, 20, $30 straight up within, a minute or two. So obviously you can lose your money, and that's how these, what they call perpetuals, and you're guessing, whether it's going to go up or down. So I did a trade earlier. I don't know if it's still here. Oh yeah, there it is. So I did a trade earlier with $11.33, and I received back $14.28. And the position size, I did 20x. It was $222 was how much the place to trade for, and I only risking $11, but I got back 14. So I actually made $3.41 profit off $11, which is massive. So, but that's leverage for you, and that's just another option you can do for Jupiter. So then let's have a look at my next list. Quickly jumping to Aurora. I think we've talked about Aurora before. It's its own system, and from what I can tell, I don't think Aurora's pumped yet. Like I've looked at, I think I looked at all these ones, and a lot of them have not actually. Here we go, Aurora. Aurora's at 29 cents, right? And if we have a look at, look at this, all-time highs. It was $30, right? And now it's 29 cents. So it literally can go, quite a lot. Like I think it was all-time low was 4 cents. All-time high was $35, which was 2 years ago. So this one has not pumped at all. So, but take a look at Aurora, because they're doing a lot of development going on, and it uses what they call the NEAR, NEAR protocol. They use that, and you can check it out. So I won't go too much into detail, but this is like hasn't moved, but they're building on this, and they've got a lot of things happening. So check out Aurora. You could potentially make 10, 20, 30x on that, because this has not moved. Another one, this is this is Radium. This is an exchange for Solana. And because there's 100,000 users right now that are on trying to trade, they're looking at all the different platforms. And here's another one, Radium, right? $61 billion has been traded through Radium, right? $202 million has been locked. And they offer trading, yields, pools, a whole wide range of different things. So this one, plus they make fees, right? So Radium, if we have a quick look at Radium, let's have a look to see how much it's pumped. Gone up 6% today. It's ranked 146. If we have a look at the max, you can see how it used to be like $16, right? And now it's only $1.72. So, and it's just this little blip here, right? And think about how Solana has pumped, just today, right? So this is like people need to get into Solana, right? To get into the meme coins. It's went up 18% already. So we have a look at Solana, right? See how the spike has gone up. Now, obviously Solana can still go 220, might even break all-time highs. But what's going to happen is these other coins, when they go Solana, they're going to flow into these other ones like Radium. Okay, and that's what happens. You start with one token, and then they get into another token. So I can see Radium pumping hard on this one.
I just want to say we did the Radium a couple of years ago in the group with because I had an audio platform.
Yep.
And I said back then, I said I like Radium because it's got both. It's got the audio and it's got the exchange.
Yeah.
But we didn't back then. Solana was not a thing. Solana was not as what it is now.
No,
and,
100%.
In October, Radium was only like 20 cents. So it's basically done like a 10x since September, October. It's done a 10x, and that's when no one was talking about it, right? But yeah, you're right. This is basically the first stop. That and I think the other one's Orca. These are the go-tos when they want to buy and swap in Solana, and this is going to moon. This is going to hit all-time highs again because of exactly what we said. And what I said earlier, everything's going to be flowing into Solana. They get the sort of first port of entry is going to be like to buy all these swaps, buy all these pairs is on Radium and Orca. So
yeah, exactly. That's exactly
I'll be buying
right.
up. I'll be buying up as much as Radium as you can, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Next one on the list is Solend. Obviously, you can see the theme for tonight is Solana. Practically everything on my list is Solana, and there's a good reason for it, because the money is flowing into Solana. The flavor is Solana. It's like when Ethereum took off and everyone was on Ethereum. I reckon this is going to be Solana moving 2024. Solana is going to be like its year, right? Like if you think what happened to Ethereum and when people held Ethereum for a couple of years and it just took off, this is what I believe is going to happen. So Solend, what does it do? You earn interest and you can borrow on 63 assets across 20 pools. So your typical DeFi borrowing and lending. And they got 255 million supplied, 39 million borrowed, right? So this is part of DeFi. They've got to have these platforms where you can loan out money or loan out your tokens, make interest on it. And this is how this is another one. Let's have a look at Solend just to see, where it is, because that's what people want to get into. Solend currently at $2.47. Let's have a look at their same thing here. So they're at 27 cents. All-time high was $16. Now they've had a good run. They've went from like 50 cents to $2 so far. So they've had like a nice thing there. But literally they were $16 previously. So they could go another 10x maybe from here. I would think.
Let's do a recap in another 3 months or another month on both of these, Radium and Solend.
Yep, for sure. Now, one that we
write that down.
one we haven't talked about, and this ties it together, is this is called Pith.network, and it's basically Oracle. So think Chainlink, but Chainlink for Solana. And what's amazing about it, right? So it's an Oracle, so it has all the prices. And if you're a developer and have a project, this is where you get your feed from. You go there, you either go to Chainlink or you go to the Pith network, 400 data feeds, 45 blockchains, and they 800 million updates per day, right? So basically, these big companies and also these chains themselves and dApps, they connect via Pith and get the data feed, right? And it costs them money to get the price feeds, which is in the tokens. And if we look at Pith, I think it's P.
It's mooned already, but it's still worth holding long term.
Pith network, yeah. Let's see what we have a look at it. It's went up 5% today, 37 cents. Just waiting for that to load.
It's only a new project.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is. It's only just started like a month ago. That's right. Yeah. So it's literally it's been 30 cents. It went up to 55 cents and it's currently 30 cents. So it's like a new project. It's only moved a little bit. But this is like a backbone. As I said, it's like Chainlink. And it's ranked at 116. I can't see why this project is not going to continue to go up, because Solana heavily uses it. The dApps use this. So for example, if you go back to Jupiter, I believe it uses powered by Pith. So all these apps, all these dApps on Solana are using this, right? And it might be, I don't know what the delay is going to be, but that's one to look at. It definitely has not mooned or anything. So check that one out as well. Another one is Solanium. Solanium. It's a launch pad. Now, we might have covered this before. I can't remember, but it's a launch pad for projects, $16 million, 43 funded projects. Honeyland, right, was there. These are ones we've talked about. Nosana, which you mentioned about that in Discord. What else have we got here? A few more. So these are lots of ones I don't know. But all these projects, you can see how much they've raised, they've sold out, and also they're showing the ROI all-time high, what's, that sort of stuff. So that's another one that to take a look at. And then Orca, that was one you mentioned as well. So this is just another DEX that you can actually trade with Solana. So you can actually just simply buy Sol or USDC, and I just use Wallet Connect to connect to this. So it's very simple. It doesn't have as much as the other project. But yeah, so the theme there is Solana, and there's a good reason for it. Some of those projects have not even mooned yet. And with Solana, reaching over $100, like, it's pretty crazy. Like, this is Bitcoin right now at 43, which is pretty crazy. But if we look at Solana USDT, it's gone up 5x since like October. So you can see here, if you scroll out a little bit, if you have a look, it's $260. Like it's such a good project, and it was right at the bottom down here at like $18 back in October, and now look at it, over $113. It's pretty crazy. So it is, and I still think it's going to continue to go up. There's no reason why that won't. So anyway, I just wanted to share those with you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, that's excellent. That Pith one, I've got that in the BNB list as down as one of the
awesome. Yep, cool
picks. But this is another website which is pretty cool. I haven't really played around a lot with this one, but it's worth comparing. So you can come along and go to market cap of, and then you can just like go link and Pith, and you can actually compare them where they are now. So link at market cap Pith, it's 0.006, and then Pith all-time high. And then see, so you can see like it gives you like one, like you can do like compare them, Solana, Ethereum, or whatever, right? So it's a good little website to compare both platforms. So if you see like an emerging project, and it's like, oh, because this is what's going to happen, you're going to see new projects on Solana that have already been on Ethereum, but they're just like a new project. They've just like, okay, let's create basically the same thing, but for Solana. So you can come along here and just like enter them in, and then kind of like give you like an expectation of kind of like what roughly where they are, what they can do potentially. So that's at market cap of. It's a good website. You can check that one out. But there was that other one you were going to talk about, weren't you? Oh, but I don't think you talked about it. But do you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, sure. I can't remember what it was until you said it.
Yeah, because you had this one on the list. Yeah. But I like this project. The reason why I like it is because it's like real life DeepIn. So it's like AI. They got this GPU grid that they're building out, and they got this test net. So this is actually, they've been working on this for I don't know how long, but it's all kind of like coming together, and you get these nodes. You can get these Nosana nodes, and this is on Solana. So you can think of it as like people can get these nodes. They can use it for AI, and you kind of like use contribute to the network. So here it's got like 85% lower than traditional public clouds. Nosana offers a game-changing solution for organizations, individuals seeking massive computing power without breaking the bank. Our decentralized approach gives users direct access to GPU nodes and scale their computational needs. So, yeah, I think it's a really interesting project because What is it? There's another similar project to this on
ICP.
Render.
Yeah.
Yeah. Render is very similar to this. Or sorry, I should say this is very similar to Render. Where they're building out this network with GPUs and AI. Render's already like in the process of being around for like a couple of bull markets, but this is a new one, and this is like I like these type of projects because they're like real life type of deal with and if you have a look at the this one here, it's only pretty new. Like it's just developing. 69 cents, up 10% per today. Oops, sorry. Total supply 100 million. It hasn't got much information here. Actually, CoinMarketCap might have a better breakdown, but it's like literally absolutely mooned here. It didn't do much for about 6 months, but it's now skyrocketed here. It's like up like 6,000%. So, but it's still like 69 cents. So it's still tiny compared to kind of like what the amount of tokens. But you have to have breakdown and see what you have to check this on CoinMarketCap. But it's certainly an interesting project because of this GPU AI and basically it's like a render. Okay, so check that out. I think that one has potential as well. Any thoughts, anyone, guys? You changed scene, Tommy.
Yeah, I was getting bit by those mosquitoes. They were jealous of me of my view. I was getting bit, so I said, let me get back in here. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be doing some last minute Christmas shopping, or we should call it a last minute crypto shopping.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of popping off. There's going to be so much stuff that's going to be crazy. So what's your plans, Tommy? You're going to be in Philippines for how long? Where are you now? Are you in Cebu?
No, Manila. I'm in
Manila.
the capital city. It's different. It's still like if you go to BGC, that's like the Manhattan of Manila, of the Philippines. They don't allow the treks, the 3-wheeler. They don't allow them in there because I tried to catch one. I waited like an hour to try to get a taxi, a grab, nothing. So I had to walk halfway there, and I bumped into a trike. And I said, take me over there. No, we're not allowed in there. So they're very strict over there. But then like along the way, it's still a developing country. Cause I can see like the roads are like still all like messed up. I see people's houses are like kind of like it's it's different. It's different. I could probably compare it to wow. It's tough. Like they're all kind of the same, but the Philippines is like you could definitely get your money's worth over here, along with Thailand and Vietnam and Malaysia. But it's different, It's I'm getting used to it, so I'm gonna be here for like another month, and after that, I'm gonna change the scenery again.
Well, you'll have to tell us where you're going next. What? Oh, hang on, we lost the 82. So yeah, there he is. What's your I haven't been to Philippines, but I noticed that I've been to Malaysia and I've been to Singapore. Singapore's nice, but it's expensive. Like we know, right? We went there, and then Malaysia's basically, this is my opinion. Malaysia's basically like Singapore, but like half the price. But it's got everything that Singapore got. It's modern, everything. I've been to Bali. That's quite nice, very touristy. Vietnam's different to Thailand. It's got that French influence, a lot of coffee. But they are friendly, but they're not. I don't think they're as friendly as Thailand. But maybe because I'm just biased. Thailand, I just think it's the best. But anyway, and but the Philippines is good because it's got the English speaking. That's the main thing, I think. It's got the US bases, which they've got. I think they got like 8 bases now. So yeah, they basically said, you know what, you guys are our partners. They were gonna do the, what's his name? What's his name? The other dude. He was like, oh, let's do a deal with China. China didn't want to do it. Didn't want to relinquish that authority of those islands. So then he said, okay, then let the Americans come back in. So the Americans are back, and you guys have got like 8 bases there, I think, and expanding into more. And now you guys are like back in the Philippines. So they love you guys. They love Americans. They love the money. The money coming back in, and looks like there's going to be a whole lot of half Filipino, half American babies getting made up again, eh?
I'm about to change my name to Passport Bros. I seen a lot of Passport Bros here, like with the Yankee fitted hat, with the Jordan, the Chicago Bulls jersey, with the Nikes on. I'm like, hey, yeah, that dude's from the Bronx. I know, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna keep it moving.
You want to stay with the black shirt, Tommy, because once you start looking like you're from New York or Brooklyn, they'll just like walking ATM machine.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. I just keep it moving. That's it. Don't mind me. I'm just passing by. I'm just a visitor.
That's it. You gotta get those. Like I said to you before, Tommy, you gotta get a couple of those meme coins happening. We just need a couple of those Solana meme coins pop off. And like I just told you guys before, kind of like I'm gonna be dropping them, more of them in the Solana Discord section. And yeah, this is the way. This is the way to get fast returns. Everyone wants fast returns. I'm not gonna lie, I like it too. So let's see how we go. Sorry, was that Garth? Sorry.
One thing, fast don't last. So make sure you get in, you get out.
Absolutely. Make your cash, get out. Don't fall in love with them. You wanted to share something, Garth?
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh yeah, Tommy.
Yeah.
This...
I want to know. I want to know whether we're going to El Salvador, because if we can put up some Bitcoin and get citizenship, I may even consider moving.
Yeah, but you want to know the bad news?
What?
There's only 1,000. They're going to have basically this citizenship program. It's going to be only 1,000. And guess how much? And you can pay with Bitcoin. Okay. Now guess how much they're charging. Yeah, wait. Well, before you say that, guess how much they're charging.
I already joined already.
Bitcoin.
Huh?
1 Bitcoin.
Nah. Keep going.
I'm pretty sure the president is a nice guy. I'm pretty sure he's gonna give everybody, all the Bitcoiners, a discount. We want to, Black Friday stuff.
Hey, there's no discount here. They're offering 1,000 memberships, $1 million in Bitcoin.
Wow.
What the hell?
And you get yeah, I know. It's crazy, man. It's like you should be like, giving us a break.
It could be better than that.
Yeah, I thought he's trying to like bring all the tourists there and make El Salvador the next Dubai, and make this like a metropolis. Bring everybody to and then make it a tourist destination. I don't know how he's gonna do that if he's charging $1 million. What the hell?
I didn't know that.
Too much.
I don't know where you got that info. Like, obviously,
I remember when they first started. Just like in crypto, just like in Bitcoin, when they first started, they said 3 Bitcoins.
There it is. There.
The development comes 2 weeks after they launch a Bitcoin freedom visa for foreigners willing to invest $1 million.
There you go, Tommy. It's crazy.
Well, in the beginning, and 2 years ago, when they first put Bitcoin as legal tender, they said, you know what, we're gonna allow citizenship with 3 Bitcoin. At that time, Bitcoin was like $10,000, 15,000. Literally under 50,000, you have a citizenship. Everybody was going over there. All these Max Kaiser, Alex Beck, they just said, "Oh, only 3 Bitcoin. Here, take here. I'm gonna get my whole family second citizenship, just in case something hits the fan wherever they're at. They have another citizenship somewhere else. It's a cheap passport. Some people pay they pay 100,000, like in the Cayman Islands or something. But wow.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting, we just found out, right, that in our in politics here in the government, the Senate, they're actually proposing a bill, and it's been sort of happening for a while, but now it's like being put to voted on, and it's the digital identity bill. Anyway, basically they want to have, how you have like a driver's license, right? And it's issued by each state. Well, this whole digital ID is like a unifying ID system that is like on your phone and allows you to access government services plus everything else. So it'd be like your license, but in the form of a digital ID, right? And it's meant to be, they always say voluntary, right? But it never ends up being voluntary. They implement it, so many people, and then all of a sudden, bam, oh, you need to have this digital ID if you want to do, things.
Yeah.
So they might
Bullshit.
say, yeah, and this is what's going to happen in Australia. Like, no shit, I don't know when. It's getting worse, and like some people might going, oh, you're making a joke of it, or this is not going to happen. It will happen, right? They've already got digital licenses in the state, so you can go get your Queensland driver's license and you can go put it on your mobile phone, right? Now you might not be able to get into a club without showing your ID, which is on your phone, which use that digital license. And you lose your phone, you're losing your identity, for example. Okay. And there's other things that can happen. People can steal your identity, people can steal your phone, do all sorts of things. No one's really taken that into consideration. And now they want to do like like not a state-based thing, but a whole Australia-based thing, ID. And they're just putting it under context of, you're going to be protected from the scammers and all this sort of bullshit. But the truth is, once they have you on their system and you have to participate, it could be getting social services, it could be getting a license card. Guarantee the banks will then say, oh, well, you'll need to have this digital ID for banking, right? And if you don't, fill in the dots or do whatever, you're not going to have access to that service. Like I said to you last week about the banking, they had Westpac said they wanted to know all my employment details because it was part of the anti-laundering money thing that they had to do, AUSTRAC. And I'm like, I've never seen this before, and it's been implemented now. So guaranteed in the future, if you don't give them the information they want or do whatever they want, they'll cut those services off from you. And it will mean you won't be able to access bank accounts. You won't be able to like buy and sell Bitcoin. You'll have to do it some other way. So it's pretty crazy what's happening. That's why I was like looking at El Salvador thinking, wow, maybe there's something good going to happen there. I don't know. Maybe there's more places like El Salvador.
Yeah, well, it'll be like social school, man. Once you get a number, just like China, it'll be like, oh, no, your social school, you can't come into the club because you're social school. I had to look at this website here.
And like, damn, you had too many beers this week. We're gonna cancel your drinking for the whole month.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. El Salvador, 80 countries visa. Okay, here's what your $1 million US gets. Okay, 80 countries visa free. Okay, quite a bit in Europe. You want to go to Italy, you want to go to Latvia, Americas. Hey, go to the Americas. But for $1 million, I don't know. That's debatable.
Well, with me and E82, we're only 5 hours away. Visa free, a courtesy of the United States passport. Book it, 5 hours, go over, hang out, just come back. There you go, only 5 hours away.
Yeah, is it like a 90-day visa? So you can just go there for 90 days.
Yeah, I think it's like a 30 days.
Something like that, yeah. But
hell yeah, I might even get a Nigerian passport. How much are they worth?
It's worthless.
Oh, no, don't say that. Nigeria is the third most emerging country.
It's a lie. I'll tell you the truth, it's a lie. Everything about Nigeria is a fraud. It's a fraud.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh, no,
failed
come on.
state.
Have some faith. Have some faith, brother.
Oh,
No,
speaking
the economy
speaking
is
of it,
done. It's breaking apart.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to
Well,
touch on
Apparently,
the
they
go ahead.
plan to they had a ban on crypto exchanges. Apparently, they're lifting it.
They
oh,
they
okay.
they said it just like they said Twitter ban. People are still using it as usual because
Yeah,
there's no jobs there. There's nothing working. So
yeah,
crypto is the way people, young men, are actually making money in order to survive.
yeah,
So Nigeria is a failed state. It's a complete failed state. But it's just that people don't know about it. Only if you're
yeah,
in the know, you know what's going on. The economy is in tatters. The the currency is like $1 to 1,100 or something like that. To their it's worthless.
yeah,
And it's one of the hardest passports to ever have because you can go anywhere and they could just deny you because of that passport because it's worthless. It's nothing.
wow.
There's no respect to it. Yeah, because the
Yeah, yeah.
criminality and
Isn't
everything
it?
with it.
It's incredible that wherever you're born, which let's say you have no control over that, but wherever you're born, you're then got these set of rules that have been put on you, and
Yeah.
you didn't agree to. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the leaders the way they've ruled and they basically they promote criminality. So everyone else sees that, and then plus the way they've ruled and pillaged everything. I mean,
Mm.
literally stolen anything that wasn't nailed down to the wall or to the floor is stolen, and your citizens are seeing that they follow through. And when they go to certain countries, they carry that same mentality over, and that's why the passport is worthless. I
Mm.
remember I was born in America. You know, I went back because we're breaking away for Biafra. That's what we're breaking away from. We no longer want the whole Nigerian stuff. So I remember going to England and I showed my that worthless passport, the green passport. The custom got so mad at me out of nowhere, like I stole his girl or something. You know, I didn't quite understand it at that time. And then I took it back and showed my American passport. All that just went away instantly. So now it's just because I was ignorant around that time, not knowing, what was going on. But now the full picture, yeah, the passport is not respected anywhere. An incident happened last month or so. The whole entire flight that went to Saudi Arabia, they canceled their visa upon arrival. So they had to go back. So yeah, it's really bad.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's
Well,
crazy.
they don't want to see the green book, the green passport. They want to see the green dollars. That's what they want to see.
Even if you have the green passport with the green dollars, they don't want it because that passport represents criminality. You know what I mean? Nothing positive comes out of it. So yeah, that's why you have
That's
the
a
young
shame.
guys. They're all into crypto and things like that. That's the only way they're able to make a living. Because there's no jobs.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I know that's a shame because there's so much potential there. But again, then there's when that sort of shit happens, there is opportunity. People will
Yeah.
still try to
So
find a
many
way.
big companies, Fortune 500 companies left. Like the last big one was Procter and Gamble. They left from that. They're all moving over to Ghana. No one wants to
Okay.
work there. It's in tatters. You know, you're
Okay.
number 5 in exporting oil, but you don't have steady electricity.
Yeah, yeah, it's all going into the pockets of very few. That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's the problem. That's the thing with Bitcoin. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, democratize, decentralize everything. So then, this doesn't happen. But I mean, obviously, it happens everywhere. Everything we do. So
crypto is the way out. Crypto is the way out.
It is, man. It is. It's like, oh, you can do what. Tommy's a perfect example of this, man. He's traveling, he saves up his crypto, travels. In fact, Bitcoin's going up, so you're making money, Tommy, just by traveling.
Yeah, I'm already planning like the next 6 months already. I'm already behind. I should have been planning already, but right now I'm looking like the first half of 2024. Like I want to go here, I want to go here. Already, everything's gonna get booked before the year's over. I'm getting some things booked. I can't say where yet, you know.
Okay,
But
you have to keep us hanging on that one, eh?
yes. Stay tuned next week.
Okay. Well, next week will be next year.
There
So
you go.
there you go, guys. It's going to be 2024 next year. I think that 2024 is going to be the year that crypto is just going to explode, and it's an opportunity for you guys to really make some coin in crypto. So what I've done is I've got the list there, which are basically, you guys that want to get the list, that want to join our Patreon, you can. I've got the 3 lists there. But even if you put a small amount in each coin, there's 20 coins in each list, there's 3 lists. Even if you do that and sit on that, potentially, you can get 6 figures just off that, right? Just obviously it depends on how much you put in. But you can have a go at that, which is kind of like, just set and forget. Or you can have a bit of a play around. Obviously, you want to be buying Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, even BNB. These are like your staples. These are like your, when you open up your pantry, you got your bread, you got your pasta, you got whatever your staples are. Baked beans, whatever you eat, they're your staples. That's what you open up with your crypto. You got your staples: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BNB, right? And then you got your other stuff too, which are kind of like your meme coins and stuff. So then you got your airdrops as well. So you want to focus on the Solana network as well as the Cosmos network is also going off, which injectives, Celsius, that sort of deal. And have a play around with your meme coins as well, because you can get onto a couple of these meme coins that go to moon. I mean, I'm still checking this one here. I'm already up 100% on the. It's hard to say. Analos or Solana backwards. So get on a couple of those and really make your year a good year. So that's all I wanted to say. This will be our last webinar for this year. So it's been awesome, and I want to thank you guys for contribution, Garth, and also Tommy for coming on, and E82. You guys do a solid effort, and it's much appreciated. And I think everyone is appreciates that. But we're going into 2024, so we've got tons of stuff to come, and we want to get into those winners. That's what we're here for.
Hey, NG, I just checked the calendar.
Yeah.
It says 31st of December is a Sunday.
Oh,
so we'll be doing not only Christmas Eve, we'll be doing New Year's Eve. One more before the year.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to celebrate. We'll have to celebrate then. We're gonna have to. I don't know. We'll do some.
I'm gonna have to whip out my DJ equipment and start DJing on the balcony. You
have to DJ during the session, Tommy. You can
do it.
Do some bust some rhymes through the.
Let's make it happen. I'll try to figure something out. Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. So we'll see you guys next week, and we'll post the stuff in the Discord as usual. New stuff always. And catch you guys next week. And thanks for coming on board, man.
See you guys.
Catches.